Hello, Melissa. My name is Sean Everett. I am the website analysis expert over at Zucker Marketing. Thank you for talking with Eric. He sent your website over to me for analysis, so I'm going to go through it with you, and let's see what we find. I'm going to do it in real time here. Now, the first thing I do is I go and I look at your stats from this paid tool that I have that helps me look at the metrics of your site, how it's been performing. The next thing I do is I look at a map of the area around you, like Eastonville, Palmer Lake, these other areas that I'm pretty sure you probably service also. And then the final thing I do here is look at a Google search. I typed in Colorado Springs roofer, Colorado Springs, Colorado, and this is where I have to tell you a little bit about how Google works, because I'd really like to see you have this website of yours become a tool that brings you customers and estimates and ultimately money in your pocket. Otherwise, why have it? People are competing really hard in the virtual world anymore. So now here we go. The first thing that I'm going to tell you about a Google site is that the first ones that show up are sponsored. In other words, they're paid ads, essentially. Somebody pays to have their listing put above the others. A lot of people consider that to be a little... Well, because they don't know how Google works, they think that they're paying to go ahead of the line when they think that, hey, this is a list of people in order of importance or in order of, how good they are. Not what the reality is of Google at all. So people think, oh, why are they paying to get ahead? If they were really good, they'd be in the regular listing. So here's the other part of that. The Google algorithm is the thing that actually determines where an ad or a listing is going to rank, where it's going to show up on a search result. And the algorithm is looking for a couple of criteria to be satisfied. I'm going to tell you what those criteria are. And it's not an unknown thing. I mean, it's not like we're, playing the system or anything. Well, I guess we are kind of playing the system, but they put the system in place. So I'm going to go through and show you how to do that. Now, the first thing is that these folks here, these 3, sometimes 4, depending on the region you're in, these folks have gone and done a Google business profile. Now, that's a lot like a Facebook profile. It's just about your business. It asks for the year that you started business and some other things. There's some tick boxes. It really needs to be filled out thoroughly, but to be honest, it would be best filled out by somebody with experience in that, because otherwise filling it out and not getting here would sort of be a slap in the face. So, and then underneath the map pack, I'm going to show you what comes next. We have what we call the organic search results. Now, these are wholly determined by the Google algorithm. Now, the algorithm was designed to give the Google search customers what they consider to be the most relevant results. Now, relevant to them and to you and me is different, because to them, a relevant result is a company that has a website that satisfies the interests of the algorithm. And you and me might consider that a company that has good workmanship and quality materials is something that should rank higher. But that's not how Google works, because they are an internet company. They're not a reality company. So all you have to do is put it on your web page, and for the Google algorithm, it becomes true. So for the sake of this is the number one competitor that you have in Google. I'm going to call them your Google competitor for now, just for argument's sake. Now, I'm going to show you their website. There they are. Nice website. And here is yours. Also a lovely website. By the way, the website, to me, it's a beautiful website. And it's sort of like when you go and get a new paint on your car, at the auto body shop. It makes it nice and beautiful, and people want to go and sit in it with you because it's kind of cool. But I'm sort of like the mechanic, because I know what needs to go in here. Everything that you need to get people to your site can be on your site, and I'm going to show you that right now. The first thing I'm going to show you is that, there we go, I'm going to copy and paste your website, the home page, into this word counter. 1,781 words. You are doing amazing. Oh my gosh. Here we go. Here is Old World. They have 1,994. I am blown away. Most of the time, I see companies that have like 200 or 300 words, and you guys in Colorado Springs are just on top of it. Here's the deal. Google wants you to have 1,500 words. You have exceeded that. So that's great. But you haven't exceeded the words of your competitors. So that's something you might want to get on. Make sure you have more words than they do. Now, the next thing I'm going to show you is what those words could be. Here are the keywords you have on your site, 740 of them. Now, keywords are something that people type into Google searches in order to find things. And for instance, in your industry, there are a lot of words that are exclusive to your industry, like gable or soffit, things like that. Now, those are going to appear in searches for Colorado Springs roofer. Now, Google takes all of the sites that come up with that. They strip out all the words, and then they arrange the words by order of appearance. So the one that appears the most becomes the keyword number one, and the one that appears second, two, and so on. So Google has a series of words that they expect you to have. You have 740 of the keywords that they expect to be there somewhere. Now, Old World has 591. You have beat them in this respect, and that's great. But there's a way to do even more because this is a fluid market in terms of competition. As you saw, you're just a couple hundred words different, and that could change in an afternoon. And if they decide to go and fill out a Google business profile, they're going to be both here and here. So you want to stop that. You want to stem that nip that in the bud, as they say, because they're listed number one. Here's why they're listed number one. It's probably because of their backlinks. But let's look at the keywords here. Colorado Roofing Company, Roofing Colorado Springs, companies. You're doing a lot of things right. You have the plurals and the singulars listed. One thing I could suggest was, I don't know if on your website, I'm going to just do a quick search here. If I find best roofing, you have best roofing and roof repair company. Now, that's probably for Colorado Springs, but here's why I look at that map and why I showed you that. Are you the best roofing company for Eastonville? Are you the best roofing company for Cascade Chipeta Park? Maybe there's not people living there. Maybe that's one you could leave off. It's a national park or something. But nonetheless, there's all of these communities around you that also like to hire local, like to buy local. And having on your webpage somewhere that you are the best roofer in Woodland Park is not a bad thing to have. And like any good algorithm, it believes what you write. So all you have to do is put it on your webpage somewhere for it to believe that you are the best roofer in Woodland Park. Now, the next thing I'm going to show you here is your backlinks. You have 487. Here's where they pull ahead. They have 1,500 backlinks. Now, a backlink is where you are listed on another site. Your link is there on that other site, and it refers back to your page. So the link goes back to you, a backlink. Let me show you what they have. They have expertise.com, Yellow Pages, porch.com. These are all ones that you would expect to see somebody on. Angie's list is not there because Angie's listed as a 91. Now, these numbers here are the strength of the website's backlink profile. And what that means is, I'll put that up there so you can read it. What that means is that a website has a lot of backlinks to it because it has become a point of reference. An example would be Wikipedia. A lot of people point to Wikipedia because it's sort of the, gold standard of how to explain what something is. So all of these sites have really good domain ratings. And you can zoom ahead by being on better domain ratings. If you keep your domain ratings to 70 and above, they have very few 70 and above. They have what, like 10, 20, maybe 23 links, backlinks, and only 3 of them or 2 of them are in the 90s, you can beat that easily. That's not hard to do. So, but here's the deal. So your keywords and your backlinks create this for your traffic, 1.3K, and here's theirs, 1.2K. That's not far enough apart for my comfort. I would want to have pulled way ahead, especially since you have more keywords than they do. But the backlinks is what's getting you, and that is why they are listed higher. Now, the value of being listed higher is obvious. I mean, there they are, Old World Roofing and their Rampart. So, it's a race to stay ahead. Right now, you're ahead. Get further in the lead. And one of the ways you can do that is by strengthening these profiles that I talked to you about, getting on the Google Business profile, which I don't see you on, getting more keywords and getting more backlinks. That's where you're falling down a little bit. And this is something you could do yourself, of course, but I'm going to assume that you would rather spend time on the roof doing what you guys do best. And that's where I think Eric might be able to come in and give you a hand. He is the guy who can help you through the next steps of this process. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope I've been helpful, and you have a great day.